my god. We're in the interglacial period, and I'm standing on a glacier. Oh. So we just got outside. I'm sorry if it's pretty windy or coldy, but we will start this climate change project with section 1, starting with section 1. So, I've already said this, but include a creative and descriptive title. This is not creative at all, but it's climate change project. Alright, so that is section 1. Moving on to section 2. Right, for the section 2 is the origin of climate change. So, number 1 question is, what is climate change? Basically, the definition. The definition is a long-term change in the Earth's climate, which is the increase in average atmospheric temperature. So, the next question on section 2. What human activities affect climate change? Basically, what humans do wrong. And humans burn, this is the first one. They burn fossil fuels. For example, fossil fuels are oil, coal, natural gas. And the other thing is deforestation. Deforestation is the act of cutting down trees. So, and the last question in section 2. How do the above human activities affect climate change? Why it's wrong, basically, what we do. And it's wrong to burn fossil fuels because it releases energy and it releases energy that provides electricity for buildings, factories, and automobiles. And deforestation is bad because the trees won't be able to breathe in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, so we can die from that, I'm sure. This is actually a mailbox you're in. So, section 3, let's go. We're here at a tractor. So, section 3. So, it starts, this is actually a pretty long one, so stay focused with me. Don't get out zone-minded. Alright, so section 3. What are the effects of climate change? Basically what this section's about. So the first question. How has climate change affected the environment and society? So, here's the answer. El Nino made water temperatures warm in the ocean, so it took evaporation, and this could cause heavy rain and flooding due to the rainfall from evaporation, from El Nino, basically. And another way is it's an increase in temperature caused by melting glaciers and ice caps. So yeah, it basically melts the glaciers, and we need to save the polar bears that are falling and freezing and dying. So, number 2. What can happen if climate change continues? This is an opinion question, so this is not graded for me, right? Okay. So, if climate change continued, we could possibly have more disasters, droughts, floods, and more global warming and deforestation, and etc. So, next question. Oh my god, this one. What specific areas are the most vulnerable to climate change? Basically, vulnerable is like the weakest. So, this is what I wrote. Africa, South Asia, and continents that are close to the equator in the southern hemisphere. So, Africa and South Asia are very vulnerable to climate change because, for example, they get droughts a lot because it's really warm there. And here is a diagram. Let's see that fall again. Alright guys, right here in the top right corner, you can see my graph, which basically explains about the global temperature. So I'm gonna analyze it a little bit. So it's basically the global average temperature starts at around 1880. You can see right here, and it goes through around 2015 or 2020 because it goes a little bit past 2000, and it has a slow uprise until it reaches that high point in 2015 or 2020. So right here you can see it, and it's gonna be in the description below the website I found it on. So yeah, back to the section 4. So guys, this is section 4. At this, we changed location to this beautiful, frozen, dead, ugly, stupid thing, lake that I don't even admire at all because it's frozen. So, section 4 is basically about provide a list of 5 key vocabulary words with definitions needed to understand about climate change. So, be ready. So, the first one is global warming. Global warming is the rise of Earth's average surface temperature during the past century, or during 100 years. Second definition, greenhouse gases, which are basically gases that absorb outgoing energy from infrared radiation. Number 3, deforestation. Deforestation is basically the act of burning or cutting down forests or trees. Number 4, global climate model. And that is basically a set of complex equations used to predict future climates. So, in the last one, fossil fuels. We kind of already got into that in the last 2 sections. But fossil fuels are any combustible organic material. For example, oil, coal, natural gas is fossil fuel. So, we're gonna move on to section 5. Right, so this is the section 5. We have the beautiful Milky Way Road. I hope this isn't very loud. If it is, then I'll change spots. So, oh, there's a fire truck. Alright, so section 5 is basically action plan. So the first question, what can an individual do to help stop climate change? Basically, what can I personally do to to help climate change? I've got here, an individual like me could use less heat and air conditioning because you could save carbon dioxide from releasing in the air. So, that is individual. So, next question, what can a school do to help stop climate change? So, a school could plant plants so the plants could absorb carbon dioxide, and possibly trees we can plant, I don't know, we can do that to give oxygen. And the last one, what can a city, state, country, possibly the government do to help stop climate change? Okay, so states, countries, or government, whatever, could reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. And the people can drive less and drive smart. And use less cars, possibly by walking. Carbon dioxide? Carpool. Oh, and carpooling. Sorry, my friend is helping me. So let's get into the outro ending. Thank you guys. Alright guys, well thank you guys for watching this global climate change. This is actually for my school, Mr. Brickman's class. So, all the websites for section 2, it says list 3 sources. It will be in the description below. So my teacher, when you watch this, you can go in the description below and look at them. So you can give me points. Now we're gonna end the episode on standing on ice. Uh-oh. So, thank you guys for watching. And this is Gary from my editing group, just for the help. And yeah. See you guys! Yum.